Hi everyone, hope you're Tickety-Boo. You're bound to know what this video is about because it's in the bloody title. But just in case you didn't, we're going to be balancing the Canon EOS R with a new RF 50 lens, which is an absolutely dream piece of kit. So you know what's coming next. Right, I can tell you now, it does balance. I'm going to give you all the settings in a sec. But here's today's little joke for you. What did the cow say to the horse when it popped off to the store? If you forget that bloody hay again, it's the last straw. Let's get into those settings. Now I thought this was going to be too light a setup, and as you can see, you can hardly even see the lens at the front here, can you? So this is the setup of the RF 50 on there, that lovely little nifty 50 lens, and I'm sure that with this type of setup it's nice and lightweight and you'll be able to get some really good cinematic shots with it. But the good news is it balances really well. I'll just show you it working. And you can actually then see the results down below. When I did the balance test, you can see that everything's shown as perfect. And I've also already done the auto tune on this one as well, so that it works perfectly. Again, whenever you do anything you want to do on these gimbals, always do the auto tune when you start it up, because then you know the motors are going to be set up perfectly for you. Right, so I tell you this every time, but you may not have watched the videos before. On the RSC, this piece here, let's tilt it up a bit for you. This piece here is, you can alter it, okay? But the problem is there's no measurements on it. So if you want to do like I do, is just write down the measurements and put them into a book, and then you've got them forever, and it saves you having to rebalance it. You can just look it up and get them all set up. Then this piece here, you really need a reference to. So what I do with this, okay, is get the old lens cap, all right? And make sure that the gap down the side there is set to the lens gap distance. All right, that way then you know that that measurement is always going to be the same, and the rest of the measurements that I'm going to show you in a second will all work perfectly. Right, so let's switch them off and show you those measurements. Get the cables out first because they get in the way when I'm doing this. Right, I'm sure you don't want to listen to me humming away, do you? Okay, so let's have a look at these. First measurements you want to know. Now this one here is actually gone right up to the end there, all right? So if I release that, you'll see that number 9 is dead on there, all right? So that's gone to almost its full extent, but it does work, okay? The next one you want to have a look at is these here, okay? So we're on 2.25 there, and this one here is going to be 6.25. And here's a photo of that one. The next measurements, as you can see there, that's going to be just inside of 5.5, and on there it is definitely on 1.5. okay, so again, here's a photo of that one for you. And the last ones to show you is here. Now that one is going to be at 0.75, it might actually be 0.8, and that's going to be 4.8 or 4.9. So here's a photo of that one for you so you can use it for your reference. Now, like all the other lenses that I've balanced on here with the different cameras and everything else, and like I said, there's videos on those galore down below for you. I think this is going to be a really awesome piece of kit set up on here with a nifty 50 and that blurred background on it and everything else, and using the active track on it, you'll be able to get some really cinematic shots. So, you know, if you're going to invest into a new lens, they're pretty cheap these for what you get, a couple £100, and you get a lens that you can do some amazing stuff with. And because it's that cheaper, you know, you're not paying $2-3 grand for one of the bloody big lenses, then if it does get damaged, it ain't that much of a problem, is it? Now hopefully you found this useful and hopefully you enjoyed it as well. And if you did, why don't you give it the thumbs up down below? And why don't you hit that subscribe button for future ones? But above all, everyone, stay safe out there, have fun making stuff, keep smiling, cheers and go on.